Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan and welcome to my June favorites and welcome back to the bedroom setting. I know I've been filming in front of the white backdrop for it's been a month or so. I've been trying to decide which I like better, and I think I like a mixture of both. I feel like my favorites and my personal videos should be sort of here in front of the bedroom where you can see like my personal like things, and my makeup looks where it's just about the application and the tips should be in front of the white backdrop so that it's a little bit more of a professional setting. I think that makes the most sense, but I would love to know your thoughts about that. So if you have a thought one way or the other, please leave that in the comment section below. And without any further ado, let's talk about the stuff I've been loving during the month of June. So this month it's all about skincare and makeup, and then I've got one hair care item, which, you know what, I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. This is a Triple Sec from Dry Bar, and it is a 3-in-1 texturizer, amplifier, and refresher. So it's kind of like volumizing, texturizing, dry shampoo sort of. And the way I was using this, which I'm not using now because you can hear that it is empty, I used the whole thing this month. The way I've been using this is sort of after I have dried my hair and it's kind of a little bit limp and fluffy, I would spray this sort of all over and kind of section my hair across the top and just kind of fluff it through, and it just made my hair really beachy and big and textural, but it didn't feel like gritty or dirty, and it smells amazing. And the day that I like finished this, I literally, what a sad 2 days it's been since I've had this product. I don't even know how to style my hair without this anymore. I feel like my hair is so like limp and flat right now. I would definitely be picking this up again. Let's talk about skincare first, and then I'll finish off with a few makeup items. So I've got 3 skincare things to talk about. Let's go in order with cleanser first. This is Lancome Creme Radiance Clarifying Cream to Foam Cleanser for Normal to Combination Skin. I have officially come to terms with the fact that I am no longer dry skinned, but I am truly combination, especially through the T-zone. The nose and the forehead get a little bit shiny throughout the day, and I've also been a little bit breakout prone over the past few months, and I'm trying to narrow that down and figure out what it is and sort of cut that out. But for the meantime, this has been helping to clear my pores out and make everything just a little bit more fresh and clean. And it's a foaming cleanser, which I've sort of been against. I've really been into that kind of milky, creamy, and cleansing oil sort of thing recently, but this has cleared, I think, in my opinion, cleared my skin up quite a bit in the last few weeks. I've been using this morning and night religiously for probably about 3 weeks, and I've noticed a big decrease in the under the skin breakout that I've been experiencing sort of in my temple areas. And it's a really thick, like plush foam, so when I use my Clarisonic with it, I feel like it gives me sort of a little layer of protection between the Clarisonic and my skin, and I just feel like it works beautifully. I talked about this one last month. This is the Renewed Hope in a Jar Micro Renewal Hydrating Mist from Philosophy. This I've been using as my toner, so after I wash my face and I pat it dry, I spray this on before my serum and moisturizer, and this has been, I think, again aiding in keeping my skin clear because there's a triple acid blend in there, and it also has some hyaluronic and just, you know, a bunch of good stuff, and I think it's definitely helped the appearance of my skin and my moisture balance. And one last item to talk about for skin, this is the Philosophy Renewed Hope for Men Mattifying Moisturizer. Yes, I said it, mattifying moisturizer. Me using anything with the word matte on it is not normally something you would ever hear me say on this channel, but I've been mixing this half and half with my other moisturizers morning and night just to kind of get the ingredients that are in here on my skin. This has, again, a little bit of glycolic acid in it and some other ingredients that I think have been helping, again, in the overall clarity of my skin. It's also great after shaving. It's designed as part of a 3-step shaving routine. That's what this, the black packaging from Philosophy is their men's range, and it's a 3-step shaving routine. We'll talk about that in a future video. I have all of them, and there will be a review coming with both me and Casey because we've both been using the products. Another time, another story. But anyways, back to this. I've been using this half and half with my regular moisturizer for probably about 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been really enjoying it. I tried it by itself without mixing it with the moisturizer, and it is definitely too dry for me, even being combination. So that's just my personal preference. I don't like to feel matte. I want to feel hydrated. But that's off topic. Anyways, I like it, and you should check it out. Now onto makeup. I've got 4 items to talk about. The first I will talk about, I've been sort of using as a spot primer. This is the Eclat Miracle from Lancome. It is a highlighter, and I've been just applying a little bit to my fingertips and putting it in this whole area before I apply my other makeup underneath everything, just to give me kind of a glow here, because this is where I'm not quite as shiny, and I like that sort of shimmer, glimmer, glow thing. I'm not wearing this today in this current moment, but I will link everything that's on my face right now in the description box below for you, so if you're interested in knowing what I have on, go check that out now. But yes, back to the Eclat Miracle. This is Lisa Eldridge's favorite liquid highlighter, so of course I had to purchase it when it became available again. It was discontinued, and she's right, it's amazing. It's so subtle but effective. That is kind of what I'm into right now with my everyday makeup, is subtle but effective. Things that don't really look flashy or dramatic, but really do what they say they're gonna do and just leave beautiful effects on the skin. So this just leaves my cheeks looking ever so dewy and glowy. It does say shimmery dewy glow, but I don't feel like I see any visible shimmer or glitter pieces when I blend this in. And what's really cool about it, I've tried it on a few different skin tones. It comes out white, and as you blend it, it turns to whatever skin tone you're putting it on, just highlighted. For complexion, I've been relying mostly on these two products, depending on the day and the coverage, but usually I've been going for ultralight, super like no makeup look. You all know me, that's me. But I've been back on my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I had been out of this for a while. I'd been like using the last little bits of the dried up tube for a while. And I picked up a new one a few weeks ago, and I forgot how much I actually loved this concealer. I knew that I loved it, and I knew that it was one of my favorites, but this is Holy Grail status. It gives me beautiful under eye coverage. I can cover spots with it. I can highlight my face with it. It doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel dry. It just leaves a nice looking finish on the skin, and I'm obsessed with it. And I've been using this and blending it in with my fingertips or the Real Technique setting brush, and then I've been using my Chanel Le Beige powder all over as my powder foundation. This is much more sheer than most of the powder foundations you've heard me talk about recently, like the Laura Geller, or even regular Bare Minerals. It's a lot more sheer than that, so it just gives the skin like a perfected look, and it absorbs any like excess oils or shine, but it doesn't leave the skin looking dry or cakey or matte, and I absolutely love it. These three together have been sort of my go-to light daily base. If you want to see a tutorial on that, I would definitely love to do that for you, so go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and leave that in the comments box below if you want to see that. And then one more thing to talk about, and that is the Sephora Retractable Brow Pencil Waterproof. English. And this is in the shade 2 Nutmeg Brown. This is what I have on my brows right now. It's a little bit darker than I normally go for, but we're talking about formula right here. This, I swam in a pool the other day, and I came out with eyebrows on, and I was literally stunned. I jumped in the pool with all my makeup on. Everything pretty much came off. I had mascara everywhere, but literally my brows looked almost as good as when I had first put them on, and I was so stoked and impressed. So after that, I have been reaching for this on the regular. It's definitely going to be something I'm grabbing for a lot this summer, especially on really hot days when I'm going to be out for a long time, or I'm going to a theme park or the beach or whatever. I literally was so surprised that it was actually waterproof. And I love that it has the comby brushy thing on the other side rather than a spoolie. That tends to be my preference. It's actually like design-wise, packaging-wise, a dupe for my favorite Lancome eyebrow pencil, but the formula is a little bit different. I wish the color of this was a little bit different also. I find it to be just a touch warmer than my actual brow hair, so I'm gonna go back and see if they have another color that is not quite as warm, but I have been loving it, and I have been wearing it quite a bit this month. It's also quite a bit cheaper than my favorite Lancome brow pencil. So I've been using this on days when I don't want to sort of use the expensive stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense, but sometimes, you know, you want to use the good stuff, and sometimes you want to use the pretty good stuff that still looks good, that's waterproof as hell. And that, boys and girls, is what I've been loving during the month of June. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If there are any things that you think that I should try out during the month of July that you think I'll enjoy, please leave those in the comments box below. I'm always looking for new things to waste my money on. And you all give me some fabulous ideas of things to waste my money on, so thank you for that. If you are interested, again, in what I have on my face or the products that I talked about today, all of those are going to be linked in the description box below for you. And I'm going to be adding some new links to my description box, so if you're interested in my lighting or my camera or anything like that, all of that's down there for you as well. There are also links down there to all of my social medias. I am at JonJonTalks on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. There's also a link to my Facebook in there if you are interested in following me there. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click on my face now, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!